Yeah, I feel like I'm me now, you know? Like I'm in my space. I'm in my zone. And I think anybody around me would really agree. Yeah, saying things without a conscience in my head myself. Way into a blind person finally seeing itself. Wearing my wallet on my sleeve because that new fashion sell. And I don't want that jacket if I got a ride a coattail, man, you can have it. I think they want me back on my gritty. One day she hate me, they miss me. Can't fuck with girls from back home cause it's HIV in the city. Niggas don't talk like confetti. No matter how much you lie to me, I know your ass ain't ready. Niggas acting like women. Niggas just wanna be messy. Spend your allowance money, hoping for some validation. Family don't understand you cause you just too complicated. Your mother way too crazy. And when y'all talk, there's no patience, and you don't open up. And so they make accusations, your pops died early. And man, you still trying to shake it, and yeah, I made mistakes. So my little brothers won't make them, my granny do her best. So I try to show appreciation, and when she had cancer, it cut me deep, so deep, I would lie awake. Toss and turn, no sleep, ain't have an appetite. So half the time I wouldn't eat, then she poured through. I exhaled, they hit my knees, man, I couldn't breathe. Hold my throat, I couldn't breathe. If I ever lost her, it ain't no telling where I'd be. Becoming a perfect human, better let it in soon. A couple more sins to commit before I really commit. It's either small or too big, man, what do I really fit? Size me up, do it twice so we can really be sure. I apologize in advance, I just needed something to vent on. Backpackers they been on, putting my fucking foot on the gas. I match that bitch until I crash. Throw me a fucking doubter, I make him to a believer. 100 miles an hour, eyes closed, trying to see my future. Man, I really do this shit. I don't do this shit for kicks, but if we talking about the souls, man, they all sold them. Keeping greatness in the box, man, I'm claustrophobic. Don't mind me putting it in a pretzel like she doing aerobics. I told him, I be that nigga that you gotta get a verse from. They have fun and have fast. I wanna put away funds. You and your mom's class, every chance y'all get is you accept your step brothers on some bro to bro shit. Only to find out they apply to you quick. Man, I'm just saying, I'm just doing me. I'm just trying to make it. You niggas don't inspire me. I should be your fucking inspiration.
Black African power. What's good? What's happening? A well organized lie defeats a disorganized truth every time. Woo-hoo-wee. Man, y'all already know what it is, man. It's God killing the house. And I'm coming to do what I got to do, and I'm going to do what I got to do. I'm standing tall. I'm standing strong. Hey! Bobby banging this bitch. What's good, family, man? Y'all know what it is, man. It's Unc the God Killer. Man, big up to everybody in the chat, man. I think the people come in, man. We got a good one tonight, man. Yo, we doing this with elegance and grace. You know what I'm saying? And we stand right there we need to be, man. We're going to have an after show out of here after this, man. We're going to get in. We're going to get out. Then we're going to have the after show. We can all have our conversations based around. We want to keep this video clean, man. And we're going to be as respectful as possible, man. Look, man, we need to get back into the knowledge, man. And so I was thinking, there's channels with a lot of videos with my name in the title. And they're talking about the work I be doing, right? And so I think it's important, it's absolutely important to go back over some of those videos, right? Just to see what stands up and what don't. I think it's important, man, to first big up the chat. What's up, Set? What it do? What it do? Lamar Pope, what it do? What it do? What's up, L? Rashawn L, what's up, bro? What's up with you? What it do? What's up, Taj, man? What's good with you, man? What it do? What it do? What it do, man? Appreciate everybody else, man, in the daggone chat, man. Mika, what's good with you? What it do? What it do? What it do? American Dream, I see you, bro. What it do? What it do? What it do? Got a banger today. And that's how we're gonna do, man. We hit the fair uses joint. You know what I'm saying, man? And we getting it in at levels where we supposed to be. See, one thing about the intelligent people that be tuning in, y'all don't actually want to see me cussing people out. Y'all don't. Y'all rather sit back and hear that slick conversation. That's where I made my bones at, in the slick conversations with the witty words and the comprehension skills and the bringing scientific data. Yo, me cussing people out, man. Come on, man. Y'all like, come on, yo. Not again. Yeah, not again. So we work around here and we keep that thing right, man. So I want to get right into it, man. This ain't gonna take long. All right. Now the 23 minutes, man, was, getting the setup right, playing a little music song, right? And now 29 people, man. I want at least 35 in here. All right. Go tell your friends, let them know, yo, we live and kicking it, man. Go ahead, post that on Facebook, man. Post it in your favorite group, man. Let them get the title in there, man. Let me post it in, man. And let's have some fun, man, so we can understand these conversations, man. S. Rush, I see you, man. I see you, Timmy Turner. What's good with you, man? All day, man. I bet you do, bro. Bet you do. I bet you like it. We can keep the information, man. That's really my best hand. See, that's my best hand. Looking ugly, acting ugly, man. That's a side, man, that, I don't think y'all should always have to see that. And I want to get to the point where y'all just never see that, yo. I think my game is tight enough where y'all tune in when I'm jamming with the information, with the way I put it, how I say what I say. All right. I think y'all mess with me with that, man. Like, y'all don't just tune in and hear me cuss people. I don't think that. Now, some people need that. Right? I will never come on. I will never come on the channel under any influences, right? Not smoking, not drinking, not nothing. I don't do that. I'ma always be focused, though. I've been consistent with that over the last 20 years for y'all. Just for the record, I'm not gonna come on here with drunkership and slurship. I slur my words, and no, not gonna do that for you. I think y'all deserve more, and I appreciate the intelligent gatherings, right, of people that's starting to attract to the channel, man. Big up to the server, man. Big up to the people in the server, man. We got a hell of a Discord, and it's popping. You know what I mean? It's popping. All right. So all the damn moderators is asleep or something. Mika, I don't know why you don't got a wrench on the community skeptic show. That's crazy. Make sure you get that. Right. And I just appreciate the type of people that's in the server these days. So I had to say, man, everybody I'm arguing and screaming over crazy fool. Y'all gonna see how crazy it is, right? I said, they ain't even there for me to argue with them no more, man. And I say, it's a consistent thing. Why am I always arguing with certain people like that? Right? Is it that they don't agree with you? Maybe that's it. I had to take a look. Yo, is you just want to argue because they don't agree with you? I was like, no, that's what makes science is that we can have healthy disagreements. Y'all about to see what get me. What get me right there? Y'all about to see it. It's this right here to get me. And I be saying, yo, maybe I'm not doing a great job of teaching then, because if the people, the dudes and the sisters that's around me, right, if they taking that approach and saying we agree with that, I'm saying, well, it's something I must not be doing then, that I had to realize it. It actually wasn't something that I wasn't doing when it came to these situations when I'm about to show these videos right here of this disinformation. See, there's misinformation and there's disinformation. Disinformation is done on purpose. Misinformation just got something wrong. You know what I'm saying? But the disinformation is when you willfully do it on purpose. So I'm somewhere in between on this. Y'all see the title, man? And disinformation on the Green Sahara reaction video. Why you ain't say that name? For what? Let me get it in. Let's go. We're going to start with this right while I'm doing this reaction video. All right. Fair usage. Y'all know what it is. Fair usage for educational purposes. All right. This is where we at. This is how we do it. Why am I doing this video? This is why I'm doing this video. I got cleared up. It's got to stay clear, yo. Everything got to stay clear. So we come right here, right? And the video is entitled The Green Sahara. Y'all can go watch it. All right. Afrocentric argument destroyed. Unc and Reggie are confused. That's the title of the video. First of all, I'm not an Afrocentric. I do not have an afro. Right? I don't proclaim myself to be that. I'm not that. Have I in the past? Now I should say I'm African centered. I like that. I like to say to them, my center, right, is in Africa. Like, you know, what I teach and what I bring to the African American community, you know what I mean? I want to bring authentic African information to the African American community or Black American community so they can kind of get a grasp, right, on who they are and what they came from, right? So I've never said I was an Afrocentric. I have defended certain stances on that when it was right, and when I found them to be wrong, it's just not right. Simple as that. And I got a lot of pushback from elders on that. That's cool. That's dope. But let's get into this. But this is why I'm doing this reaction video, right? Because my name is in the title. All right. So let's hear why the dude is doing this video.
And lately, who's been talking about it more so is Ankh of the Amin Ra squad. Pseudo, I don't know what Ankh is. He's so many different damn things.
Yeah, he probably got that right though. He probably got that part right. Yeah, I'm a lot of things. I'm a pseudo killer. I'm a Raw Squad official. I'm a community skeptic, real black atheist. I'm all these things. That's what make my game up. I have a package. I can go different places with the package. I can pseudo kill. I can teach history with historical accuracy. You know what I'm saying? I can bang on atheism. Okay, that's my skepticism. That's what make my package. So when y'all come listen to me, y'all got the package. So yeah, we're gonna give him credit for being right because he don't know what the hell I am.
But anyway, Ankh has been using this Green Sahara argument, and Reggie has been using this Green Sahara argument, right? And we're not letting it go by. We're gonna shut it down and cut this thread off. So they're using this argument because of only one reason. Because this rock art is of depictions who are of a dark hue or color on the wall. Whatever they use to draw all this rock art and show animal life, because they're dark, they're holding on to this thread in hopes and saying and alluding to that these were black people because of their dark.
Now, if you sitting there saying that's why I deal with the Green Sahara, then you tripping. Just to let you know, I've been writing a book for the last 6 years on the Green Sahara. Maybe I'll show y'all the cover. So the reason why I would bring up the Green Sahara, right? And the reason why Reggie would bring up the Green Sahara, contrary to belief, is different. Herein lies the truth. If y'all remember the show when I went back, right? There were conversations had. Y'all can go through the archives, pseudo killers. Please go back and watch. And there was a disturbance of rock art being, the oldest rock statues is in the Delta. All that. Remember that conversation? It was me and the dude. And the dude was on the show, and I knew I had him. So I said back. He was saying all that. Yeah. And he was trying to make the point that the population that made Egypt came from, the Middle East and all that. Bet, whatever. We're going to clear all that up in this. What actually happened was Reggie went to the Brooklyn Museum, right? Took pictures of the exhibit, and he actually emailed the curator, had conversation. He got a video when he talked to the curator. They curated that particular material, right? And that particular material was like the new wave right, on where they was going in academia. And it talked about the ancestors of the Libyans, the Nubians, and the Egyptians came out of the Green Sahara. So when I presented that information, right, I presented the information because I've been writing a book on that. And I was like, damn, look, Ben had this. See, remember, I'm the guy. If y'all been following me long enough, right? I'm the guy that talked about rock art. Nobody even knew it, but nobody gave a damn about rock art. Everybody was stuck in Egypt or on a Mars somewhere. Nobody cared about no damn rock art. I'm the rock art guy. That's my specialty, right? So I get books from Germany. Y'all see me handle this book all the time. So yeah, you know this the substance that they're using is the iron ochre, right? They also find materials on the ground, different stones, and they make different powder out of it, and they depict themselves on canyon walls and cave walls. There's a lot of different distribution of colors. Even look, see, and y'all watch this. Y'all been rocking with me. Y'all remember this, right? See that? See that? Right? I bring it up all the time. This is that little thing taught when he started to talk about when as the Sahara greened and desert out again, and those red dots actually represent archaeological surveys of the population at that time. Meaning, so at about 8,800 BCE, right, when the desert is upon them, they live on the river, and you see the areas. You don't see those settlements up in the Sinai Peninsula nor the Delta, do you? No, you don't, because the people aren't there. There's no archaeological sites to be proven to be there, right? But then you see as the Green Sahara pops in the western deserts and those areas, you start to see those dots fan out. And then around Pharaonic time, you see how the dots are all over the river. And this is the time when Pharaonic periods start to come into being. Y'all know I've been showing y'all this for years in the Journal of Science. I ain't got to pull this shit out. All right, and that's my favorite person that's Copeland. So Cuffer and Copeland, right? My fault, Cooper and Copeland, right? Cooper wrote this book, right? And Copeland, he's the guy, right? And if you're talking about the Green Sahara, y'all should know who that guy is, right? This the guy that's doing the rock off, the beat, the cave of beasts. Look it up. Go to Wikipedia, right? And hold on. I'm gonna give you this real fast here, so we can just get some understanding. So we ain't confusing me with the rest of them dudes. Separate me. I'm telling you now. Don't put me with them. My game is my game. My mistakes is my mistakes. Okay. I think that's important. I think it's very important. Okay. So there's a hold on.
Cropolin.
Pronounce it Cropolin. All right. Now, you got to know who Cropolin is. All right. Who is that guy? He's the guy that's Sahara. He's the one. Hold on. He's the one that does the work. He's the scientist, right? He's the guy that actually goes into and stays in the desert for maybe a year at a time, right? He gets together a team. The team has to be able to work on cars if they break down. The team has to be able to hunt their food, cook their food, and they have to, most importantly, get along. If they can do all that, then they can do what he specifically picks them for, right? If you got a doctorate in archaeology, you got to do that. Temperature and all. If you're a climatologist, whatever, you got to be able to do that. He's a climatologist, right? He's a geologist, right? Now, if you never hear people mention that guy and the guy right here, Cooper, right? Rudolph Cooper, right? Then they don't know what the hell they talking about. They have no idea. They don't got no books on them. They have no idea. Right. So you would never mix my conversation with Reggie. Right. Reggie has his conversation. You can watch Reggie on this channel. He'll talk about it. Right. So that's why I'm doing this reaction video, because my name was brought up with a guy who's messing up the situation. Let's go to the next video. Here's where the situation starts to get messed up. Right. This is where it get crazy. Y'all gonna hear it right off the rip. Watch how quick we get down with this. All right. Fair use. Okay, here we go. Do y'all see the title? This says the mysterious people that lived in the Green Sahara for almost 10,000 years. This was a land filled with lakes, rivers, and forests. But what happened to its people? Y'all hear that, right? I'm going to read this again for you, right? As a matter of fact, I'm going to actually drop this article. I'm going to drop the article, right? Here's the article, ladies and gentlemen. Look, the mysterious people that lived in the Green Sahara. I'm going to drop this for y'all. You might have to get an account for it, right? But this is it. This is a lovely map right here of it. Y'all see this, right? Lovely map. Excellent map, right? Let me get that map again. Y'all see Lake Chad. There's something I got in my book. I talk about Lake Mega Chad, right? There's actually other parts of the Nile River that y'all not even familiar with is there, right? That you might not see. There's a lot of things going on right here. I want y'all to get this article right here, okay? It's clear. You can see the mountain ranges and everything. You can actually see the mountain ranges where you start to find some of the rock art, right? You see and look in the Western Desert area, which is over here, right? This is where these nomadic people, they come out of the area up in here, and they were later on formed pharaonic Egypt. Now, other people will play that game and take them all the way from over here and all the way. No, we don't do that here. We respect geology. We respect anthropology, right? Now, so I'm going to put this in the chat for y'all, man. Put this in y'all folder, y'all community skeptic folder here. All right. So y'all see the article right here. Let me see. Y'all see the title. I ain't make it that big. Let me see. Y'all see the title, right? This is what he's reading right here. Listen closely. The mysterious people that lived in the Green Sahara. Y'all got that, right? Let's move. Okay, here we go. Let's listen to it.
Are the ones who started ancient Egypt. The culture of ancient Egypt. So this is where they're trying to slither their way in. Now, this is that one thread they're hanging on. I'm going to cut on off.
So he's basically saying that we're trying to say that those people that came out the Green Sahara, he's saying that me and Reggie's trying to say that the people came out the desert, out the Western, my fault. The people that came out of the Green Sahara was the people that gave rise to pharaonic Egypt. I'm absolutely saying that, but I'm not saying it because I'm looking at some rock art saying it's black people. That's not what I'm saying. That doesn't make sense. How do you know it doesn't make sense? Because I'm the guy. See, I got to say this. I'm actually the individual, for those who knew tuning in, that said something like this. It's called lookership, right? I got a video where I'm banging on SETI. I said lookership, hollership, and fooliship, because I was talking about SETI and them. Remember that? Yep. That's about 8 years ago. So when we talk about lookership, what am I actually meaning? I'm saying you can't look at a wall or picture and say, that's a black person. I said, that's lookership. You can't look at a statue and say, that's a this person or that. You can't. That's called lookership. So I would never be trying to do lookership and present it to y'all, because then y'all would start to say, man, that dude corny, man. Didn't he just say this? He's double talking. See, I don't never want to do that. So you will never find me double talking. If I'm going to be wrong, I'm going to be wrong because I'm going to stand on it. And when I change, I'll let you know, well, I found this stance to be wrong. But we got dudes like this, right, that will mischaracterize good knowledge and good wisdom and confuse people. So let's finish it. We go back a little bit.
I'm going to cut on off, right? So there's the mysterious people that lived in the Green Sahara, right? So let me just give you a real quick, my understanding real quick.
Real quick, yeah, I know.
So people didn't live in the Sahara. It was kind of savanna. Now you do have some people who live in a savanna, but not really. Sometimes it can be dangerous with animals, right? So mainly people lived on the outskirts.
So did you hear that? Right? By now you should be saying, huh? Read the title. The title is talking about some mysterious people that live in the Green Sahara. And this individual is saying, oh, no, they don't live in there. They live on the outskirts. He makes a mistake and say Savannah, but he's talking about the Green Sahara. He's claiming in this very video that he got my name in the title that no, the people don't actually live in the Green Sahara. They live on the outskirts. Let's run it back. You can't make this up.
Give you a real quick, my understanding real quick. My understanding real quick. Real quick, my understanding real quick. So people didn't live in the Sahara. It was kind of savanna. Now you do have some people who live in a savanna, but not really. Sometimes it can be dangerous with animals, right? So mainly people lived on the outskirts of a savanna, right? Or the outskirts of the Green Sahara, you know, closer to the Mediterranean, what have you, right? And
always trying to push the people to the damn Mediterranean. He's basically saying they lived on the seashore. But this is the guy y'all want me to debate. This is the guy that people I considered friends back. They back this. They actually back this nonsense right here. See, this is a little trick people do. They read the words on the screen and say something totally different. I think it's some kind of mind mess up. It messes up the listener's mind or something. Because that's not what that's saying. That paper is not what it's saying. That's why I put that paper in there for y'all. It's not actually saying what he's saying. So why would you be showing a source and it's not saying what you say? Why would you be saying that people don't actually live in the Green Sahara? They live on the outskirts of the Green Sahara, and you make that very, very clear, and you give a reason for it. The reason he's saying that people do not live in the Green Sahara is because of the wild animals. That would be the reason they lived in the Green Sahara. It's because of the animals that they're eating. That's why they're there. Herbivores. Herbivores follow the grains and the grasses. Carnivores follow the herbivores, follow the grains and the grasses. Omnivores, humans, follow the carnivores that follow the herbivores that follow the grains and the grasses. So where you find animals grazing, you'll find humans. You'll also find the early religions, cattle culture. See, this is how I get down. I get down just like this. Want to play this one more time? So am I tripping? Maybe I'm tripping.
And where's my note?
Hold on. Let's move to the next one. Same clip. I want to get back. Same clip.
Alluding to the sub-Saharan Africans were in there. So I say that.
So hold on. He's saying I'm alluding to the sub-Saharan Africans that was in there. I'm gonna let you know, ladies and gentlemen, there was sub-Saharan Africans. Since we want to play this little game, I want to play the game the way they played. I like to play it that way. There actually was sub-Saharan Africans in the Green Sahara. And guess who's gonna prove that? This guy right here with this video. Let me finish. He's going to tell you the reasons why. Let's start over again. He's going to tell you the reasons why humans don't live in the damn Sahara and why sub-Saharan Africans live in the Sahara. He's going to say all that.
They're alluding to the sub-Saharan Africans were in there. So I say that there wasn't many humans living amongst animals and wildlife. They can be people in the outskirts, but not just living in an area that's teeming with animals. You get what I'm saying? So I'm saying they're on the outskirts. So these people migrated away over time, and it begins to get heated up in the area, and the climate change, and people kind of migrate over, 100 years, and things fucking change. Well, let's just get into this argument. The mysterious people that lived in the Green Sahara for most 1,000 years. This was a land filled with lakes, rivers, forests. But what happened to its people? Okay, here's a little map.
What happened to his people? Did he just say what happened to his people? Ain't nothing happened to his people based off what he's saying. Nothing happened to the people because there wasn't no people there. The people was living on the outskirts. Well, let's read the actual source. Let's see what the actual source says. See, we don't want to cheat nobody around here. We want to make sure we're not average. We're not average. See, we fight for being above average. So all we got to do is come down here. What was the Green Sahara? Right? Okay. Although the Nile did exist 10,000 years ago during the Green Sahara period, there was also lesser known rivers. Yep, plenty of rivers in the Green Sahara. Let's keep going. Oh, how would people have lived? Live where? In the Green Sahara. But y'all master teacher, I ain't talking about this audience, those who are inspired by this guy, right? Who listen to this guy and try to pit him up against me, this is his video he made. Let's read the actual source. What does the source say? We'll just come here. Remember I gave you the guy? Cropland. Did I say? I keep saying his name wrong. I want to get this name right. I'm going to put it through the... Cropland. So let's see. It's unlikely that the Green Sahara lasted long enough for real technological progress to be made, though Cropland, an archaeologist from Germany, went on an expedition and uncovered the history of human occupation in the Sahara. This is what he wrote. After 7,000 BC, human settlements became well established all over the Eastern Sahara. Okay? Fostering the development of cattle pastoralism. We know what we trace that cattle pastoralism back to. It says retreating monsoon rains caused an onset of desertification of the Egyptian Sahara at 5,300 BC. Prehistoric populations were forced to the Nile Valley or ecological refuges and forced to exodus into the Sudanese Sahara, where rainfall and surface water were still sufficient. The return of the full desert conditions all over Egypt at about 3,500 BCE coincided with the initial stages of pharaonic civilization in the Nile. So I was absolutely right when I talked about the Green Sahara and the peopling of the Nile Valley. That's the name of my book, right? Because it's backed by the very source that this guy claims ain't no people in the damn Sahara. And sure as hell ain't no sub-Saharan people in the Green Sahara. Oh, we got to correct that. So I done sourced up using his source, right? This is a lovely source, ladies. This is a lovely source right here. I think this is proper for this conversation. Ancient lakes of the Sahara. See, what you're supposed to do is when you see that, you're supposed to type that in your search engine. Ancient lakes of the Green Sahara. Type that in. Watch your world open up. There's a thing called Lake Megachad, right? Super lake. There's plenty of waterways and lakes around. How do we know? Because the geologists and archaeologists that I just mentioned, he went in there and he said it was nothing but bones all over the damn desert floor. Fish bones. So we right there now. All right. We won't come to the next portion. All right. Remember that word, ain't no sub-Saharan Africans in the Green Sahara. Right? And guess who's going to dispel that? The guy who claims that there are no sub-Saharan Africans in the Green Sahara is going to clear it up for y'all right here in this video with my name in it. The title of the video, I want y'all to go get that brother some support. So y'all don't think I'm making it up. The Green Sahara Afrocentric argument destroyed. Unc and Reggie are confused. I'm confused? Well, let's see. Remember, he made the statement that Reggie, is trying to claim that there are sub-Saharan Africans in the Green Sahara. Well, let's see.
In present-day Libya, that's North Africa. So whoever was doing the rock paintings and oh, they said also that some of the animals may have gotten split through the desertification of the Sahara. So in the Mediterranean, they had small amounts of rare animals from the desertification of the Sahara. So that some of the animals was in sub-Saharan Africa and was showing up in North Africa because of that desertification and getting trapped on the other side of it.
So hold on. Now, those who actually study, he just messed up. Early in the video, he said there's no sub-Saharan Africans in the Sahara. Matter of fact, he said there's no people in the Sahara. They all live on the outskirts. But he specifically said that I'm trying to promote that there's sub-Saharan Africans in the Green Sahara, but yet out of his mouth, now watch this. Out of his mouth, he says, but there's animals from sub-Saharan Africa that got caught on the other side in North Africa. But wait a minute. Last time I checked, the statements are clear that humans follow the animals that eat the animals that eat the grains. So if animals got stuck on the other side, and if animals was in the Green Sahara, then people from sub-Saharan Africa would get caught over there too with their sub-Saharan African animals. He doesn't even know what he did to himself. I'm going to say this again. That it's clear that there are animals in the Green Sahara from sub-Saharan Africa. And it's also clear that some of them got trapped over there during the desertification. Now, are you trying to tell me that sub-Saharan Africans would not also end up in North Africa? Trapped too? Since that's the game you want to play? That doesn't make sense. Now, let's source this all the way up. All right? Where we at? I want to source it all the way up. Okay. Come right here, y'all. It's a great one. The history of male migration in and out of the Green Sahara. One of the sources I use in the book. So there you have it. First of all, this map is actually representing different haplogroups, right? These arrows represent different haplogroups migrating into the Green Sahara. So we see the markers. We see EM78, A3, M13, EM2, and RV88. In the Green Sahara. And we see that up here, this right here, thousands of years ago, A and B. That's the time period. You see it. Let me make it bigger to help y'all out, right? Let me get it. Let's be a little more precise with our accuracy so that we can see it. Okay. All right. You see the EM2 Bantoon and the EM2 Bantoon, right? They didn't actually make it. And the Bantoon didn't make it in the Green Sahara. See, because this green represents the Green Sahara. Do y'all see that? Ha! We see the RV88 made into the Green Sahara, right? We see the A3M13 made into the Green Sahara. And we see the time periods, right? Look, we see all the time periods right here. Look. EM78, North Africa. Look, you see them in the, look, see that? Right in front of your face. But this guy said off his mouth, the guy y'all want me to debate, in his own video, that animals from this region made it there, but the humans didn't. So the animals, because his reasoning was, we call it Negro logic, was that humans don't want to live around animals. Well, here's the reality of the situation. You don't want to live near a river, right? Because it's dangerous with animals. But if you're forced into a situation, you're going to kill them animals. You're going to find a way to kill animals. You're going to be apex predator. But you don't want to just do it. So you don't really want to live on the Nile because, like he said, right? He tried to apply it to the Green Sahara. But when you forced to live in conditions of desertification in the desert, you're going to move to your water supply. And you're going to say, to hell with the animals. I got something for them. So in the Green Sahara, it's spread out. Everybody, they got space. So certain animals going to exist in an ecological niche, and humans are going to exist in an ecological niche, right? They're going to stay out each other way. That's enough space in that Green Sahara for them to stay out their way. You want to be close to animals, you hunt anyway. So we see this. So that kills that with great sources. This is another source, right? This is another source that I use in my book. This is a great source right here. See, a picture's worth 1,000 words. Let me see if I can find that. Picture's definitely worth 1,000. I wanted y'all just to see how that VR 30. Let me see. No, that wouldn't be that. Let me see. Hold on. Wait. All right. Journal of Science. Journal of Nature. Human Y chromosome, haplogroup RV88, paternal genetic record of the early mid-Holocene. There's a Holocene is 10,000 BCE coming this way. Trans-Saharan connection and spread of Chadic languages. That's actually an Indo-European lineage right there. So for all those to say that humans from that region didn't migrate in, you're wrong. So it's R1B1A or RV88, right? This is here. I want to show you the clusters. Hold on. Let me show you. I think this is the one with the map on it. Here you go. Excellent picture of the map. Excellent picture of the map. So y'all see that? Y'all see the map? Look, you see that? So the purple, all right, that dark purple, right? A little more heavier, right? And light, when it's lighter, right? That means it's not as many. But look, so that haplogroup, okay, spread, okay, look how far it spread. Can y'all see? I'm gonna let y'all say where it is, where it went. See, a picture's worth 1,000 words. I'm gonna drop this in here for y'all. We're gonna just keep it sourced up. Easy work here. I'm trying to figure out, I ain't the mark. I ain't the one you just pick on. I ain't the one you just do a video without real good research. I'm not that guy. See, when you make a video and put my name and tell you better be tight. Yeah, don't come half-stepping. Be tight. Just be tight. Be tight with it. So y'all see that Indo-European marker right there, all the way in West Africa. That's interesting, isn't it? Who knew? We're gonna keep rolling, though. Right? We're gonna keep rolling. See? Easy work. Now, where we at? Now we want to move on. So we heard him say all that. We heard him talk about ain't no sub-Saharan Africans in the Green Sahara. For me, I want to talk about all the people in the Green Sahara. Because I ain't a black algae. I ain't afraid of hologroups. I ain't afraid of mixing. So we're going to come right here. Now, this is when it get good. See, this get good. All right? So we talk about what DNA markers was in the Green Sahara, right? And I just provided the sources, okay? The Green Sahara during the African hominid period, roughly 10,000 to 5,000 years ago, was inhabited by populations whose genetic markers reflect the mixed indigenous African lineages and gene flow from populations that migrated into the region. The key DNA markers, there's EM2, sub-Saharan African population, particularly associated with Bantu speaker peoples, right? its presence in the Green Sahara suggested a south to north migration and interaction within Africa. So we know when we talk about the Bantu, that wouldn't be in that particular period. And I showed you the goddamn map because the Bantu expansion, right, is, I think it's maybe 4,000, something like that. I think I can pull it up for you, right? Okay. And so there's EM 78, found primarily in Northeast Africa. Hubbard group indicates gene flow from the Nile Valley and surrounding regions into the Sahara. See that? Northeast Africa migrated into the Green Sahara. It is associated with the spread of Afro-Asiatic languages and pastoralist cultures. The history of migration in and out of the Green Sahara. This is the source right here, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. That's that source I showed y'all. All right. Let us move on. And I talked about RV88 associated with Chadic speakers population. This whole group reflects the connection between the population in the Central Sahara and Sub-Saharan Africa. All right. The next point. Okay. Yeah. Hold on. Does African tribes, hold on. Hold on. Nope, I don't want that. All right, so I just proved the point that sub-Saharan African tribes did live in the Green Sahara. All right, and the answer to the question will have to be yes, right? Sub-Saharan African tribes and populations have historically lived in North Africa. Watch this. Here are a few notable examples: the Nubians, the Garamantes, right, and the Tariq Berbers. You say, well, no, that's not. No, let's actually read some of the articles. Let me put some of the articles for you, right? So you can see that those Tariq Berbers have a rich mix of the Indo-European, well, I don't want to say Western European mix, right, with the Sub-Saharan mix, right? They've been there for a while. The Garamantes, their ancestors, we could talk about their ancestors. It's in the book. I don't give away too much of that, right? I dare somebody jump up and act like that ain't what it is. But I want to actually put the sources in there for that. Okay. All right. Let's see. So them Tariq Berbers, they carry that European and North African mixture there. Hold on. Eastern lineages. I want to put this in a thing for y'all. All right. All right. So don't come arguing with me. Go argue with the quote unquote hoblo. What? I'm talking where I talk, man. Get out of here with that, man. Get out of here, man. Put that in there for y'all. All right. All right. So that's that source I put in there for y'all. Okay. All right. Y'all see the source right here. Comes from right there. It's a good read. Go ahead and read it. Okay. All right. Tariq presence lived in the Sahara and the Sahel. Their ancestors commonly believed to be the Gaumantes of Libya and Phoenician. Ever since it was suggested by the authors of antiquity, biological evidence based on classical genetic markers, however, indicate kinship with the Benjai of Eastern Sudan. Our study of mitochondrial DNA sequence Y SNPs of 3 different southern Tariq groups from Mali, Burkina Faso, and the Republic of Niger reveals a West Eurasian, North African composition to their gene pool. There you go. All right, I put that in there for y'all. All right, we're moving right along. Okay, we'll make sure I got everything out the way. All right. The next one, I want y'all to familiarize yourself with Mr. Stephan. I always pronounce his last name. Hold on, how you say his last name? I'm gonna get it right.
Kropelin.
Stephan Kropelin. All right. He is important to the study of to the Green Sahara. He's the one that actually started to talk about how that rapid change from Green Sahara to desertification happened. Before that, they thought it took like 10,000 years. He was like, no, that can happen quickly in 3,000 year period, right? And he produced the evidence for that. Y'all can't see this map right here, but this is his map showing these different sites, these archaeological sites and rivers in the Sahara. Let me see if I can make it a little bigger for y'all. I need to show if y'all can see that. Let me see. Yeah, but y'all can see. Well, y'all can pretty much, gauge where that's at. All right. But these are the different sites right here. The plateau. All right. Wadi Hafa. All right. Okay. Important individual in the study of the Green Sahara. So after this video, nobody should be saying that there wasn't one, Africans living in the Green Sahara, two, that there wasn't any sub-Saharan Africans living in the Green Sahara, three, that there wasn't no Western Europeans living in the Green Sahara. You should not be saying that. There's a reason why they all was there. There was a geological phenomenon that occurred. There was a ice age that occurred. Okay, other areas of the planet was very dry, but there was a tilt wobble to the earth that caused the greening of the Sahara that allowed animals to find these food supplies, and humans come a following, and they all converge in the Green Sahara. This is an interesting picture right here. I want to bring this picture here. Niagara Heritage. All right. Look, archaeology of the Green Sahara. So we deal with archaeology around here, okay? I'm going to put this source in here. Man, y'all collect up these sources, man. Read these sources, man. If I overemphasize something in the source, if I didn't do it right, man, that's fine for the conversation. Not a problem. Oh man, what you say? Let me see. Let me read this. Eric. Let me see what you're saying right here. Eric says may need a little formal education. The ability to copy and paste does not make it a source. That is correct. That is absolutely correct. I agree with you, bro. I totally agree with you. But anyway, read the source though. It's a good source. I don't put up trash. I don't put trash up. I put good sources. And this is actually an artifact tool. They're talking about the beaded necklace stuff they found, right? I like this picture right here. This is a great picture right here. I'll make this a little bit bigger for y'all. Let me see if this is possible. I like this picture right here. Great picture. Clearly showing the diversity. Of course, it's not the actual person, but it's a depiction of what a person would look like in that Green Sahara. I like that picture right there. All right. Gives you a little, you know what I mean? Like you can see it. Makes sense, right? Absolutely. Makes sense. 5,570 years ago. The necklace is reconstructed on the flesh model based on skull of the beautiful woman. See, that's a skull. Look it up. Beautiful woman. See what I'm saying? So they make a reconstruction off an actual skull that they found. Okay. But this is a great site with the different bones in there. Beautiful woman. Here's the beautiful woman right here. This is it. Side post-burial, okay? A Tyrian woman about 5,945 years ago that pushed a slightly older burial out of the way. Such burials disturbance is extremely rare at Gobaro. And the picture I just showed you was actually reconstruction of the skull and the face and all that. Right? This is how we put this together. We don't put it together. We allow the source and the website and the expertise to put it together. All right? We got that. Believe that's two more things left. Let's see. to prove that there are people in the Sahara. Once again, so I showed you grave sites, reconstruction. I showed you necklaces. Let's go back. So anybody is doubting that there were actually people in the Green Sahara, these are all the things they found. The different, look, 7,000-year-old, look, 7,000 years ago. That's a human skull, right? Okay, 5,200. Look, that's two children buried right there. Stone Age embrace. A Halloween man. All right. Bracelet girl, right? That's all in that Sahara, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful woman. I just showed you that. Here's all the tools. The barbed harpoons, right? They find us in the Green Sahara. Lithics, microliths, right? We talk about the lithic tools, right? What do they use these for? They use these for a lot of times to cut down the grasses. Jaberbo, see? This is what they found. This is stuff. So the ghosts don't make this. Human beings make this. All right, look, that's a pendant made by human being in the Green Sahara. That's a hook made of bones in the Green Sahara. A disc, a circular Ternemian disc. Ternarian disc made by a human being. An arrowhead made by a human being. You got boar jars. These are the animals. Look, so we know it was animals in there. All right. Hippopotamus tusk. See? Crocodile. Look. Giraffe. All right. All in the Green Sahara. So when we talk about fauna, we're talking about the actual animals. Flora, we're talking about plants. Fauna, we're talking about the animals. Okay? Vertebrate fauna included many mammals and reptiles as well as frogs, all which are live today in Africa. There you go. These are your sources right here. All right. Boom, 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 boom. Right? That's all your sources right there. If you get this, you can watch the documentary on it, right? Yeah, we don't bring flim flam around here. All right, there you go. Easy work, right? There's no disputing this. Bang. All right. Rich Mix. Big up to you. Book of Algae. You've been talking about this for years, bro. Trust me. All right, there's another source for y'all. I want y'all to read this. Once again, Lakeside. Stone Age graveyards reveal lifestyles of a Green Saharian. Look, two successive cultures thrive Lakeside. Thriving. Yeah, but you got people telling you about nobody in the Sahara, yo. And the whole video was dedicated to saying that. The whole video was dedicated to refute me and Reggie. Maybe you should refute Reggie. Don't refute me. I'm not looking at the picture saying nobody is this, nobody is that. I'm just saying it is what it is. What you mean? It is what it is. Shoot. What else we got? We got that. All right, we already went through that. We talked about the animals. He did that, he did all that. And, you know, I just wanted to get that out. I think that's important to get that out. I think I make my points very clear, right? But in fine fashion, I want to read this and end it with this. So we understand some of the sub-Saharan African tribes that lived in sub-Saharan, lived in the Green Sahara. And we understand some of those people from Asia that lived in the Sahara, and we understand the mixing that took place. I showed you that. But this is what I want to deal with. Watch this. This is important. Watch this, y'all. Important. When Homo sapiens sapiens back migrated into Africa, did they back migrate into human beings that was already there? Y'all remember that argument? Let's see. Yes. Homo sapiens back migrated into Africa from Eurasia. They did mix with the populations already present on the continent. This back migration and subsequent mixing has significant genetic and cultural implications. Here's some of the key points and sources that detail the damn process. Genetic evidence. Genetic studies have shown that there are multiple waves of migrations back into Africa, particularly from Near Eastern Europe, which brought Eurasian genetic material into African populations. For instance, genetic analysis of ancient modern African genomes reveals significant Eurasian ancestry and in some African populations. There you go. Particularly in North and East Africa. See how easy that is? There you go. Let me give you a source for that. There you go. This is a great source right here, though. About the Garamantes. Because he was talking about the Garamantes. I remember that. That's why I keep doing that. I remember that. Here you go. Bam. All right. Now, this is the part where everybody get tricked up. So we know that this is the piece that everybody left off. When they back migrated into populations already. Okay. Archaeological and anthropological evidence. Archaeological finds such as tools, cultural artifacts, also suggests a period of interaction and migration between African and Eurasian. These interactions facilitated exchange of technologies and cultural practices, further evidence of mixing between populations. Okay, but this is the one y'all really want to know about. Does mixing with those indigenous African populations stop those African populations from being indigenous? See, this is serious right here. I'm going to say it again, y'all. Does the mixing with those indigenous African populations stop those African populations from being indigenous? The answer is no. The mixing with back migrating population does not stop the indigenous African population from being considered indigenous. Indigenous status is not solely determined by genetic purity, but by the combination of historical, cultural, and ancestral connection to a particular damn reason. Historical and cultural continuity. Indigenous status is often defined by a group of long-standing connections to a specific geographical region, their cultural practices, their historical presence in that area. African populations, despite genetic admixture, have maintained their cultural identities, language, traditions, which are deeply rooted in African continent. Those factors are those factors are crucial in defining their indigeneity. Genetic diversity. Africa is the most genetically diverse continent. This diversity includes the results of both ancient and more recent admixture. The presence of non-African genetic material in some African populations does not negate, I'm going to say it again, does not negate their indigenous status. Instead, it highlights the dynamic and complex history of human populations on the damn continent. Man. Boy, I tell you, man, oh man. Boy, I tell you, how long did they argue about them not being indigenous? How much did they argue over African and the people migrated back in and that's why they ain't indigenous no more? Did y'all hear them say all that? I did. Boy, that bad information, yo. Indigeneity and admixture. Admixture is a common occurrence in the history of all populations. Remember, I said that. It does not invalidate a group's claim to being indigenous to their land. Indigenous populations around the world, including Africa, has experienced gene flow from neighboring groups while maintaining their distinct identities and connections to their ancestral lands. Recognition of indigenous people. So, in summary, African populations remain indigenous to their region regardless of genetic admixture with back migration populations. Their cultural, historical, and ancestral ties to their lands are the primary determinants of their indigeneity. There you go. I don't even want to ask the question, is there nappy hair in sub-Saharan in North Africa? But of course it is. There's a variety of different hair textures in North Africa. Man. So there you go. Hour and 24 minutes into it, y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Appreciate y'all taking your time to hear some real solid information backed up with sources. Man, don't let them trick you, man. I get to it when I feel like getting to it. Got a lot of work. Got a lot of homework. When you put my name in the video, make sure that shit Trump type. Appreciate everybody listening, man. Go ahead and support the Al Jahid podcast, man. They talk about this type shit all the time, man. All right. Make sure y'all support the pseudo killers, man. Make sure y'all get in the server. If you're not in the server, these types of conversations are going on right now as we speak. Support those who support you, man. Hit the Cash App, show some love. Make sure you like and subscribe to the community of skeptics, man. Our subscriptions are growing. I appreciate everybody that's willing to listen. And big up to all the haters. Big up to all the haters that support disinformation. Man, I'm trying to tell you, man. Appreciate everything, man. Appreciate the support, man. Y'all know how we rock around here, man. We do that thing for real, man. Big up to everybody, man. Big up to the fair use, man. And at the end of the day, guess what, y'all? I see you. Y'all know it, man. I see you. I see you. Hey man, look, I'm your host, Unc the God Killer. Appreciate the support, man. Stand up, stand tall, sit back, and enjoy real information. And with that, I'm out. From then till now, brother, go ahead, shoot me that email, yo. You see the email right there, man. I can get you that link, brother. Community skeptics. And with that, I'm out.